Mwah.
What's up,
Hi,
darling?
love.
I'm good.
Mwah.
All right, let's have a seat.
Let's bake some cookies.
Okay.
Okay. You got the tea?
Here. I got a tea.
You got the tea?
I got the tea. It's hot.
It's hot tea?
Yeah.
Chamomile?
Uh-uh.
First of all, did you bring your bag?
Baby.
Period. Put your bag down.
I'm keeping it
up.
Thank you. We have to keep it up.
Oh, you guys keep me young.
I mean, amen. Amen. First of all, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm
You
happy
look
to be
great.
here. Happy to be doing this.
Look amazing.
Period.
Thank you. As do you both.
You know.
Oh gosh.
I don't come here to play with you.
Okay.
Right. Never again. Well, first I want to say thank you for coming. It's amazing to just have you with us. I've loved you for a long time.
Oh,
You
ditto.
I'm keeping it.
What in the Whitney and
Bobby Brown?
not Bobby Brown.
What is happening?
Anyway, but I did want to ask you something seriously. If you could just tell me about yourself and what it was like growing up.
Sure. Born and raised in New York City. Funny enough, even though I was born and raised in New York, I lived in the Poconos from like high school till college.
Wow.
So that was always a fun experience for me.
Impressionable years.
I know, very much so.
No
Learned
stranger
a
to
lot.
snow.
Huh?
No stranger to snow.
Exactly, not at all.
Okay.
Hate it. She's still not my friend, but it's good to like come from New York, kind of have that New York like upbringing, but then kind of like leave and then like be somebody else and do something else, and then to come back to New York to be like, all right, I know who I am. Let's make this work.
Yeah.
Period.
Born and raised, kinda.
Kinda. You love a kinda.
Kinda.
She's from New York.
Yeah.
Okay. So what tell people, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Are you a creative? Are you, what do you do? What does Peter do?
Sir Peter created. How do you say this? Peter creatively lives his life free. So no matter what I do, I'm always gonna try to find some type of creative way to like go about it or tackle it. But for the most part, like what pays the bills, let's be real, is actually brick and mortar. So like a lot of retail establishments is pretty much how I made my name for myself here in the city.
Where have you been?
Say it again.
Where have you been?
Let's see. You had your Topshop Top Men days, the good old fast fashion, where I met a lot of people who I know till this day.
Right.
After that, I think it was Marc Jacobs, so I became like a VIC specialist for them. The Real, where I got to meet some cool people as well. They got to make me travel to different locations to like learn about different handbags, jewelries, all those good things. And Shoe Brand too, just to kind of like put the cherry on top.
Amazing.
Well-rounded in
I
luxury.
try to keep things balanced.
Amen.
But still true to your street roots as well.
Exactly.
Urban wear
Exactly.
with
Very much.
labels.
That is
I'll be in the runway and still have on like my do-rag, and what you
Right.
tell me.
Right. Thank you for no durag today.
I know. My mom would love this.
Tell mom.
Yeah. Hi, mom. Look, you're getting all head from me.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I don't know. I just always feel comfortable like in a do-rag or anything. It just feels like more like rooted and grounded.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes when I like have this all out, I feel like super exposed.
Yes.
Right.
It's
But-
an intimate thing for you to
I know,
be.
but I feel comfortable and I feel safe here.
We did it.
All right.
Sorry. Question.
Yeah, please.
Young Peter, growing up,
Okay.
what was that like?
Um,
In the Poconos, I guess.
Different from there. Even young Peter will be in New York for
Okay.
me. So I would just say young Peter is I'm the youngest of four. So I've always been a baby. So very much like quiet, very much sheltered. Everyone's super protective of me. Funny story. I have like two older brothers and one sister. They are all 4 years apart.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if it was like something my mom planned or had in the water, but they're all 4 years apart. And then here I come like 11 years past like my older brother.
Oh.
So your oldest sibling is how old?
That's irrelevant.
Okay.
But no, they're up there. Like I come from a Caribbean household. So most of my time my mom's working, she's making sure the things are taken care of. Big responsibility was like on my sisters and my brothers. So they definitely like kind of like overtook me. My sister, you can tell me I was not her baby. She would just make sure anything I needed, anything that needed to be done, if anybody was bothering me, she was like the lion of the family. She's also a Leo.
Oh.
So
Shout her out.
yeah. Shout out to you, sis. I love you. Tannies.
Tannies, wagwan tannies.
But yeah, no, very much that. Like, just always feeling like it has a catch-22, let's be honest. Like, as much as I was protected, I always still felt like I had to put myself in a bubble or a shell because I was always afraid of saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing. I always
Mm.
just wanted to like represent the family or represent everybody around me in like a positive light. So
Mm.
that's a little about me growing up.
Culturally, where are you from culturally?
Um, Mother's from Jamaica and my father's from Antigua.
Mm.
You
Okay,
know, Caribbean
okay.
to the bone.
I
I
see.
see, I
I don't know
see.
You
why I
came
did that.
out came out with the neck bones
Oh
pot
gosh.
Really?
in the pot.
Really? Are you hungry?
Just a tad.
We could all eat a little
Just a
something.
little something.
Yeah.
So you obviously have made a life in the name of your own and still are
hmm
on a path of your own.
hmm
How do you feel in your industry, in this industry that you're in, being Black and queer?
hmm
You know, how do you feel, and are there any negatives that come with it? And have you seen a lot of positives that came from it?
It could go either way.
Mm.
There's your positive and negatives in all that you do.
Mhm.
For me particularly, like I said, I've always been in like that retail space, which is comfortable for me. Like I always know how to like make money there, meet great people, do great things. But this time around, I'm putting myself to the forefront. Instead of being like the champion for everybody, this time I
Mm.
like start to like do it for me, and that's scary.
Yes.
But I think having great support systems around me. I like, example, you guys,
Thank you so much.
my mom, my sister, everyone, just being like, hey, you could do it. Make it happen. Share your story, share your experiences. And that's what's leading me up to today.
Mm.
Growing up, were you obviously as a queerish kid, I guess? When did you know that you were of the
Okay.
community?
Let's see. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, what's the journey?
It's
Let's
always
unpack.
yeah, it's always interesting because you always have that little inkling
Yeah.
in like your inner self when you're younger, but obviously you know you can't like act upon it. And if you do, it's always like hush hush.
Right.
But yeah, all throughout like grade school, middle school, a little bit of high school, I've been giving this facade, like you have to like kind of like put on this show, make things
Mhm.
happen. It's not until like after high school was done, and I was like, all right, I need to do what I have to do. I actually took my mom. Let me tell you something.
Yes,
Mm.
I took
please.
my mom out to dinner and I was like, hey, I have something to tell you. She was like, what's up, hon? And my mom is the sweetest, like the best.
Mm.
I was like, I like
How old were you?
um, after 18, so it was like 18, 19.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, and my mom grabbed my hand. She was like, "Baby, I love you.
Oh.
You are the whole mom thing, whatever." So once my mom knew, I knew the next person for me to tell was like my sister.
Mhm.
So then I told my sister when I moved back to New York because I was staying with her.
Okay.
She was like, "You're my baby." She was
Mm.
like, everybody already knew. Apparently, everybody knew but me. I guess I'm like a walking
A billboard?
but it was just something I kept internally. But this time around, I was like, no, once my mom and my sister knew, everything else around me didn't matter. Yeah,
Mm.
so I was like, all right, I'm going to come to New York. I'm going to build my community. I'm going to find out more about who I am, what I like, what I dislike, and take it from there.
When did you first feel it?
Feel what?
When did you first feel queer?
Ooh,
For me, it was 6.
6.
Yeah.
I actually
I
found that
remember in
earlier.
kindergarten or kindergarten-ish, I was like,
Hmm.
okay.
I want to say it started for me. Ooh, I don't know if you guys remember. Do you remember like PAL?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay, so
Yes,
I
yes,
don't know if it's
yes.
like anywhere
Explain
else.
to the humans.
So PAL in New York, it was like they would have these things like at public parks.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
go
yeah.
do. There's like games and like double dutch and all that good
Yes.
stuff.
A
Double Dutch,
community building.
yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
double dutch was my jam,
Girl.
and I knew that's the first time I think I got like acceptance, particularly from girls.
Mm.
It was like this guy who just knew how to like jump double dutch, and I jumped it. Wow, baby, I was
I'll
killing
see you
it.
this summer.
I
Not a
still do it to
battle.
this
I'll see you
day.
this summer.
Not a battle in Bed-Stuy.
All right.
But no, I think that's like the first time I was like, oh, I feel like I'm with my girls. Like this feels right. Like this feels like natural to me. And of course, music. Like music, you can tell me as a kid, I wasn't. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this. Like with a little towel, like doing a little performance in the mirror.
I
Like
was Tina Turner for a minute.
I was. Who was I? I was Beyonce, Destiny's
Yeah.
Child.
Yeah.
All the girl groups, your Maya, Aaliyah, shout out to
Yes.
Baby Girl. Like all those girls made me feel seen
Mm.
and made me kind of like internally express myself outwardly, at least in the bathroom, at least.
When you did all that,
Yeah.
the performance aspect, the towel aspect, how did those slight instances help you or develop you as a person in terms of your creative realm?
Mm.
Does it still lay with you? Have you moved away from it?
No, I mean, it's always gonna be within me. I do feel
Correct.
like it helped me kind of discover, if we're being honest, like a little bit of like a star quality in a sense. Like I am the performer, I am the main stage. Like kind of like practice makes perfect from like a very young age. Kind of gearing me up for like moments like this,
Yeah.
where like you never know when you're gonna be on or when you're gonna be seen. Um, but being able to like kind of like play with that and get a feel for it, like from a young age, and then bring it up till now is pretty much help me to get to where I am.
We were all stars in that bedroom.
You can tell us nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
What inspiration do you draw from? 'Cause I remember you just mentioned like all these women, but are there other things that you draw from for inspiration for your projects? Do you have any upcoming projects that you are doing, and are you drawing inspirations for those projects as well?
Yeah. So granted, we talked about music, but we all been TV babies, whether we're sitting down watching our Nickelodeons, Cartoon Networks, Nick at Night, or whatever the case may be. You're watching something. I think over the years, especially within my later years, like after my 20s and so, I've started to gravitate towards projects that I find intriguing, that felt more relatable to me.
Mm.
So one that was like a big deal, of course, was like Noah's Ark.
Oh,
The group of gays, you felt seen, everybody
girl.
had their, their girt or whatever the case is.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I like this,
Mhm.
and then I think as time went on, I started to get invested with, okay, so who's the director? Who are these actors? What is this about? You know what I mean? You start to think about it in like a grander scale instead of just taking it as a consumer. I was like, okay, so how did this all come about? It starts there with that little nugget because it's like, okay, if this could be done, could I do something about that?
Mm-hmm.
And then fast forward now to like more of like a later years, you see people like your Issa Rae's or your Tyler Perry who kind of do it more on like a grander scale.
Yeah.
I love that. I start
Mhm.
to study that. I start to study how they move, how they make decisions. I sometimes read their scripts just to
Mhm.
kind of see how the format is
Mhm.
because it's interesting. A lot of things I've written are not actually what's being presented on film and television.
Mm.
Sometimes you think like, oh my gosh, like how do they fit this all into one story?
Mhm.
Most of it's improv.
Mhm.
Most of it's just like a genuine connection between the director and the actor.
Mhm.
So that's what I like. When I'm home, I'm like watching YouTube videos. I'm like, how do you better do this? How do you better put this project to life?
Study.
I like to study. Like
Yeah.
I'm a loner. Don't get me wrong. Like I love my circle of friends, but like when I'm home, I'm doing me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like being me.
Yes.
I don't need too much fuss. I don't need too much opinions or anything. Like if I want it, I know who to go to.
Yeah.
I know who to ask
Yeah.
and take it from there.
Do you feel there's like an underrepresentation of Black queer people in film as actors and actresses? And when you do your projects, do you look forward to implementing those folks into your own project to bring awareness or make them be seen?
Yeah. I wouldn't say there is a underrepresentation. We can always just use more light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do feel like there's certain key people who are making that like apparent, like putting us in the forefront, putting us in projects. Could it be more? Of course.
Mm.
For me personally, I would like to do that.
Mm.
I think for me, I am getting more into like film, screenplay writing. Just I want to see our stories be brought to light.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, but like I've been around Black people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about Black people. I'm gonna
Mm.
talk about my Black experience.
Mm.
I.e. the people around me as well, because I know, seeing them now to this day, it's beautiful.
Mm.
And some people just will never understand like what people go through
Mm.
or why they are as resilient as they are now because of whatever they've been through growing up. But yeah, no, I want to put more Black people in it. I want to share more stories. I don't know, just want to make a beautiful space in a bizarre world that we live in.
Our stories matter.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah. And they're not told often enough. And that's why I'm thankful for you to tell yours because you just have no idea what the story is that gets to the success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm so scared, but I feel like it's great to have a great community around you. Like, I think if this was to take place years ago, I wouldn't know what and how to go about it. But feeling grounded, feeling the love of a community, the love of family, that anything can happen, you just got to get out your own way.
Yeah.
And I think for me now, it feels good to just say, hey, just put it out there. Just do it.
Yeah.
You may make mistakes. You may be great. You may be grand, but you would never know unless you do it.
Yeah.
So you have to do it. And I think for
Kudos
me,
to doing it.
That's so sweet.
You know, it's interesting because I was on Instagram and a couple of weeks ago, when Heated Rivalry came out,
Mhm.
it was and it if you've seen the show, it
I
was
did.
a great show.
Yeah.
Um, However, there were people commenting saying, like, it's been widely received and accepted because there are 2 white males,
hmm
that it's easy to accept white males, and when they're, in the when they're homosexual, despite what's being shown on TV. Do you feel like this is a double-edged sword when it comes to black males showing more intimacy? Because let's be fair, they were comparing that show
Yeah.
with the intimacy of P-Valley, and they felt people felt, audience members felt,
Yeah.
that seeing 2 black males, because we're held at a certain standard,
hmm
it should not be on TV compared to 2 white males. How do you feel about that?
I just feel like that's lack of a better word, like, B and the S,
Yeah,
Like I do
absolutely.
feel like it can work either way. It does
Absolutely.
not matter. But things like that, I don't even feed into it because that's just a message that either most companies or most networks are trying to like push a narrative just to kind of like either spark controversy or conversation.
Mhm.
Just accept the art.
Yeah.
Just accept the art, let it happen. The people who will gravitate towards it will find it and take it from there. P
No.
Valley comparison is wild.
It's wild.
I mean,
Although I love
I
P
love
Valley. P
the
Valley's
I'm
everything.
saying.
the intimacy on
And
that
that's
show.
not the same. That's not the same
It's
thing.
not the same.
Yeah.
And also, like, love is intimacy is transcended through all ethnicities.
This is
So,
true.
like, it's because one, as black men, we are held at a standard where we are shown to be more. We have to be more masculine and have to be
We
more.
just have to be the best at
But,
everything that we
but
do.
like,
All the time.
So much pressure.
so much
Yeah.
pressure, but
Let
also
me
like,
breathe.
I just want to be me.
right,
Can I
right,
just be a
right.
person?
Right,
you.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Speaking of, let me segue really
Oh,
quick.
that's like, yeah, honey.
Because the 2 questions you just asked lead into mine.
Thank you.
How do you define emotional intimacy, and have you achieved it?
I would say I achieved it amongst friends. I think that's where it starts first.
Mm.
Emotional intimacy, you say, is just being able to be seen, be heard, be felt by somebody who feels safe around you, where you can express how you feel without feeling judged,
Mhm.
and I think that's a lot of reasons why a lot of people may not express how they feel so much, or a lot of men, particularly black men, are not afraid, are afraid to express how they feel because they're gonna be judged, or maybe I'll be looked upon differently. No, I do feel like it starts with expressing how you feel. I think I was able to, I don't want to say yes because I'm still living life and I think there's
Right.
still more to grow and learn from it. But I worked hard on it. I try to make sure I give people that space to be themselves or express how they truly feel, whether it's romantic or within friendships. I feel like within my emotional relationships, I try to like thrive off of it. Like,
Mhm.
come on, tell me how you feel. Like, what's going on? Let's build something together. Same thing with friends. What you got going on? Tell me about it. Good day, bad day, low day, high day.
Mhm.
Just a space for you to just express yourself and just
Did
be
you
yourself.
have that?
Say it again.
Did you have that kind of space when you were younger for yourself? And if you didn't, how did you achieve it at this level of being so vulnerable?
I wouldn't say I had it when I was young, but I did have an example, say, from my mom. My
Mm.
mom is a very, like she's so lovey-dovey.
Mm.
She's just
What's
so,
the
like
sign?
my mom's a Cancer. Yeah, my mom's a
Oh,
Cancer. So
hi, mom.
she taught me how to, like, not be soft, but just be gentle, be
Mhm.
kind, be
Mm.
aware, be understanding, Other people live different lives. How do you show up? How do you represent is important. Um, and I kind of stuck that with me. Like I
Right.
took that with me within my adult friendships.
Mhm.
I like coming in and seeing my friends and saying, "Hey, what's going on? How can we be there for you?" Like building things like that is how I got to that emotional.
We nicknamed Peter Wisdom
Oh, yes.
Oh gosh.
in our group. Peter is the wisdom.
Yes, he
And if
is.
there ever is a decision that none of us are making, Peter's going to make that decision.
Truthfully, I've never heard you raise your voice.
I don't got time for that.
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've never
It's
heard you raise
very
your
like,
voice.
this is what we're going to do.
Yes, and what are we doing?
And,
That's
like,
the
what are we
question. What
doing?
are we doing?
I have questions, but like it's no need for me to like cause a scene.
No,
You
correct.
know what I mean?
Correct.
But I love that about you.
Thank you.
You are.
I like being seen by the people who I care and love about.
We love you.
So I appreciate
And
that.
speaking of that, what does be you mean to you? If you had to define it.
What does be you means to me? Just unapologetically being yourself. In this day and age, you feel very iffy about saying certain things or doing certain things or moving a certain way or what's this gonna look like. Be you, just whatever. If it feels right to you, it looks right to you. You get a cosign from the people closest to you. Go live your life.
Mm,
Amen.
I love that.
Just go live it. Live it.
Live it.
Live it. That's all.
That's amazing. That's so good.
What were you most afraid of
Mm.
as a young person?
Saying the wrong thing.
Mm.
Yeah. It may sound very short and simple, but as a kid, always knew words mean things, like whether you hear somebody gossiping or you hear somebody like, mad about something. Like I realized as a kid when people would say certain things, it's usually like a cause and a reaction.
Mhm.
So I've learned to, you know how they say like a kid is supposed to be seen and not heard?
Mhm.
I kind of grew up that way.
Mm.
Where it's like you can observe the room, you can read the energy in the room.
Mm.
But always mindful of like how do you express yourself and how do you share what you genuinely feel about somebody.
Mm.
I was never quick to like make a judgment as a young kid because I'm like, okay, let's see how this plays out.
Mm.
Like I knew how to be quiet. You can't tell me not. Read. You just get into it.
I love that.
And you learn so much when you don't feel the need to always say something all the time.
Right.
Name one of the hardest things you've ever had to do.
Define hard. Because life is hard, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing it. Hardest thing you ever had to do. I think you mentioned it earlier by saying just jumping into what
Yeah.
you've always wanted to do.
Yeah. I feel like maybe at this chapter in my life, this might be the hardest thing right now.
Committing to yourself.
Because it's unfamiliar territory.
Mm.
I like structure. Like I said, I usually manage within like businesses. But this is me.
Yeah.
It's scary. Like you may be excited internally, but like you don't know what that result is going to be like. You don't know what that's going to turn into.
I wonder what that fear is. If you could name that fear, because there has to be a repercussion to the fear. So I'm afraid of being me because is it what people might think? Is it what people might say? Is it how I'll respond to the things that they might think or say? Is it that people might not be interested in what I have to say? But there's so many reasons for that fear. Maybe those are some of mine.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are both of yours can answer this reasons for the fear of putting yourself out there? Peter's like, you go first.
I will read a room.
Because I'm just wondering, like, why are we so
I
nervous?
mean, I think I mean, maybe I'm speaking for myself, and maybe other people feel this way, but sometimes I'm afraid because you're so used to doing the same thing that's so secure
Yeah.
consistently, that job you've always had, or doing the same exact thing that you always have been doing for years, and the minute you cease that, or my grandma told me one thing. She says you can do whatever you want in this life, but not for as long as you want. And
Like that.
we can do whatever we want in this life, but nothing lasts forever. And sometimes things happen. You may lose a job or you may leave something. And you are the perfect example. Whenever yesterday we were watching Drag Show, and Iman says, your exit must be as grand as your entrance.
I like that.
And
Perfect.
that
That's why I told you to watch
spoke
Drag Show.
volumes to me, because there's so many times where I'm like, and I'm going back to you again because I say Iman, but also Randy sent me a text the other day that was unwarranted, and I wasn't expecting this text. And Hugh said to me that like you were proud of me for doing A, B, C, D, F, G, and sometimes like that's what you need to hear for taking a risk, and that fear comes from the unknown. And the best thing you can do, and what you've been doing, what so many others been doing, is investing the time that we need to within ourselves, the same way we've invested that time into companies. And that's so important. Like, I think that fear is the unknown of not knowing, will I succeed? Will I fail? How long will I keep this up until I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I have to go back to what I know for comfort and for stability. But honestly, it's like, you are your best cheerleader, and you are doing the right thing of literally taking a risk. And that comes with a great deal of weight, because there's a generation after us that's
Yeah.
looking up
That's what I think about
to
too. Yeah.
us to see if Peter, Randy, myself, Caleb, so many other people that can do it, why not myself? Because we only have a short amount of time on this earth,
This is true.
and we might as well do what we can, despite the fear. Because let me tell you something, Beyonce was scared.
Yeah.
Barack Obama was scared.
I think if you're not scared, then you
Being
gotta be
scared,
scared. You gotta be
listen,
scared about.
I told my friend, being scared means that you care.
I do, and I care a lot.
Exactly.
What do you tell yourself that encourages you to move forward? So the voice inside all of our heads tells us yes and no.
I gotta pay these bills. No,
Okay, no. I'll tell you this.
Now I
though.
gotta pay these bills.
Before I leave house, like before I leave my home, I always, cause I have like a big mirror before like I leave out. I love a mirror. I'm a Leo. I'm sorry. But
That's fine.
But I would leave the house and I always do like, you know how people like phone keys, before they leave? I always leave the house with my pride and my dignity. I always tell myself, you got your
Ooh.
pride, you got your dignity. And then I leave the house. It's just the simplest things. It's like, have your pride, some self-pride, because you don't want to get caught up into something else. And have dignity, like have some type of substance about yourself. Like anytime I show up somewhere, I'm gonna be me. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to be me.
Amen.
It's gonna be kind. It might be short. It might be dismissive, but it's me.
It'll be Peter.
Yeah.
Tell people, be you.
Be you. Why did I wink?
Perfect.
So crazy.
What is your favorite childhood memory?
You know what actually came to my mind? Okay. Okay, I was in middle school.
Okay.
It's funny enough because one of our good friends, Caleb, he was talking about singing as well. I used to be a part of a group when I was younger. I used to be a part of a group called Impact. I used to sing.
Oh,
deep.
cute.
You had a baritone in there?
It's deep there.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, Mary White.
I remember it was this time in middle school we had like a talent show. Actually, there was a few talent shows, but this one in particular, there was two girls. They were like my two besties. We were gonna go out and sing Destiny's Child, "Say My Name."
Oh,
Mind you,
I know.
Right.
I know.
New
I
York
know.
City kid?
so
doing this?
we would practice. We would train.
Who are you?
That's irrelevant. Focus.
Latavia.
Not
You were Latavia. You were Latavia.
No, but here, let me tell you how it ended.
Okay.
So I went and I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna practice. We're gonna do what we need to do. One person drops out. One of the girls. It was three of us. One of the girls drops out, and I was like,
Why?
it's okay. We got this. Me and the other girl, we were gonna just go out there and just like belt it out together. She decides that she gets nervous and says, I can't do this. We're on stage, backstage.
No.
And I'm like,
Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson.
What
Miss
I do?
Jackson.
what I do, I was like, I'm gonna swallow. I have to give myself credit. I was brave then. I don't know what, maybe because I just love Destiny's Child so much.
Yeah.
I
Who
was like,
did?
I'm gonna sing this
Yeah.
song.
And believed in
I
yourself.
went on that stage and I sung "Say My Name" by myself. And when I tell you, like the first, like I felt like I had no stomach.
Yeah.
But the moment that had passed, and like you hear like the little chuckles because we're kids.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, you just start to hear like the applause
Yeah.
and everything of that nature. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did it. I did not win, of course. But
Aw.
at the same, yeah, it's fine.
But still.
But I did it.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the moments that I was like proud of. I was like, oh, you could do anything that you want to do.
Right.
And after that, I don't know what happened.
Fearlessly.
Fearlessly.
Literally.
That's so beautiful.
I love that.
Scary.
Another
That's
one.
beautiful. For real, that's super beautiful.
That was really
Because
beautiful.
no, any other kid would drop out.
Yeah, because I'm like, no, we're not gonna like. They already said our name and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally you weren't disappointing
And
the
I was like,
fans.
just because they dropped out, like I did the work. Like I practiced, I trained, I sang.
Yeah. I'm proud of you immensely.
Come on.
That's amazing.
What is one thing about yourself you're most proud of?
The friendships I made along the way.
Mm.
I'm really proud about that. I think it's hard to find really good people in your life. I intentionally make an effort to build relationships with people that I see for lifelong.
Mm.
And no matter what happens in this world, whether projects go astray or job this or that or whatever, I have a good solid foundation of people around me.
Amen.
No matter
And
what.
that took work. That took time. That took energy. That took patience. That took understanding.
Am I in your wedding?
Baby, you're here.
Okay.
Funny enough, I don't even think I want a wedding. I just want a bomb reception.
Okay.
Oh,
am I
yeah,
at least
I'm
coming
there.
out in the
Yeah.
reception?
Huh?
Can I come out in the reception?
You probably are part of the planning community.
Okay, fine.
What am I doing?
You're looking fab.
Keep mother to limited work, please.
Baby, I know us. We don't want to do too
Y'all
much.
wanna- Caleb and I be running around the hoop thing when our heads
I'm
kind of.
sitting here cute.
Yeah, just look cute. Let's look cute, eat good, feel good.
Right,
So
right.
I'd like you to tell us about upcoming projects,
Yeah.
why they're important to you,
Mhm.
and what you want people to take away from Peter.
Yeah. So up and coming projects, like we said before, I've been working on screenwriting, writing these short stories. I'm ready to bring them to life. So for me, I want to obviously launch my website where I have my scripts on there for people to look. I also want it to be a space where like young creatives who are like maybe into graphic designs who can read the script and maybe want to bring something to life until maybe hopefully a pilot gets picked up. But that's
Mhm.
something to look forward to in the future. But yeah, no, I want to create like a bizarre universe for all my bizarre ideas and the people along the way just to kind of like showcase it. Just pick up something, see some music, read a script, see what resonates with you,
Mm.
act it out with your friends. Like I want to build that. I want to
Mm.
build some type of excitement about, coming of age because we're at that age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Child.
What is something you would say to yourself now, to the young Peter that existed in the Poconos, maybe?
Oh God. What would I tell myself? Speak up. Like it's okay to have an opinion. It is okay that you're not going to make everybody around you happy. You'll get respect early. You'll find your voice, your lane early, but nothing changes unless you speak up.
Mm.
Amen.
Yeah. Just
Amen.
trust yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't trust myself when I was younger.
Mm.
And sometimes that's okay. You gotta be comfortable with the uncomfortable. I didn't trust my decision-making process. People were telling me how to do, what to move, and how to be. I had to break myself away from that and kind of like reset and restart. So yeah, just
Who was your biggest
up. No.
no your biggest supporter from before you even made the friends that you've made when you have? Who can you look back and be like, wow, this person's been with me
And tell them now.
forever? Forever.
Hi, mom.
Oh.
My mom is my biggest supporter. Like she I just really love her.
That's good. That's good.
I love
She's just so my mom comes from a hospitality background. So she always knew how to like have a way with communication, people skills,
Mm,
and she just allowed me space to be me.
mm,
She never forced me to do anything. Like she's like, okay,
mm,
all right,
mm,
I love you.
Mm.
It's always been that nurturing, like no matter what, that's why I said I didn't need to be around so many people. I felt love
yeah.
From home.
from home.
Amen.
And that's really beautiful because a lot of people don't. But it's amazing that you had such a wonderful, sounds like feminine presence in the house.
Yeah. She's so soft. No, but yeah.
I thank you for being here today. I'd like you to let the people know where they can contact you,
Yeah.
They can find you.
and where they can find you.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Peter Benjamin. If you're looking for me, you can find me across all platforms at Color Me Bazaar. That's COLORMEBAZAAR.
Period.
Yeah.
What's our tagline?
I'm keeping it up. Oh, okay, Tony
Baritone.
Braxton.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You guys are awesome. Oh, my leg is like sleeve.
It's okay. At least you were enjoying it.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing.
We try.
You smell like money.
Thank you.